This is Juan Brown. I'm on the road. I'm getting a lot of questions about this C-130 crash of the Turkish C-130 that crashed yesterday, 11 November in eastern Georgia. I used to fly C-130s for the Nevada Air National Guard, and I've seen this story before. Let's check it out. In yesterday's crash, the video is widely circulating on social media. You see the entire wing section and all four engines here. And the nose of the aircraft is missing, and the entire rear fuselage and tail of the aircraft is missing as well. The wings are spiraling down, as you've seen in the videos. The smoke that you see trailing out of the trailing edge of the wings is the fuel, as it is. The wings are winding down. The centrifugal force of the fuel in the wings is getting moved out to the outboard sections of the wing, and that's coming down. But what's of importance to investigators, and where we've seen this before, is the number 2 propeller. The loss of the number 2 propeller, the lack of a prop right there on that number 2 engine, indicates to me that this is another case of the Hamilton standard propeller failing catastrophically here on the number 2 engine and severing the fuselage right next to the propeller. Once that fuselage is severed right next to the number 2 propeller, the flight controls are severed. The nose of the aircraft falls off of the aircraft, and the rest of the aircraft tumbles over, and that in turn rips the tail of the aircraft off. Now there's the possibility of another prop blade failing and striking the tail of the aircraft, causing that part to fall off. And the reason I say we've seen this before, because it was in July 10th of 2017 when the U.S. Marine Corps Yankee 7-2, the C-130E, went down near Itabena, Mississippi, with the very same situation. It was the number 4 blade. These are 4-bladed props on the Hamilton standard propellers. The number 4 blade on the number 2 engine failed catastrophically. By the way, Yankee 7-2 failed at 20,000 feet. This aircraft had its failure at 24,000 feet. That number 4 blade of the number 2 engine went through the fuselage of Yankee 7-2 and lodged in the fuselage, severing the fuselage, the nose section off of that aircraft. And it also was such a catastrophic hit to the aircraft that the number 3 propeller, the inboard prop on the other side of the fuselage, also came off and severed the tail of Yankee 7-2. And so Yankee 7-2 was a complete loss, in-flight structural failure, very similar to this accident. There were 16 fatalities aboard Yankee 7-2. During the investigation of Yankee 7-2, they found that it was corrosion at the shank of the propeller that caused the propeller blade to fail. And that was the result for Yankee 7-2. So these old C-130s are quite old. This was a 1968E model C-130, and that's what we used to fly up at the Nevada Air National Guard. They take a tremendous amount of abuse. They can handle a tremendous amount of abuse. But at some point, they got to be upgraded to the later Model J model C-130s. So that's, in my opinion, what happened to the C-130E in eastern Georgia from the Turkish Air Force. Thank you so much for your support. I got to get back to work. See you here.